Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender show. Excuse me for 1 second. I just needed that. It's just been one really busy day, and I hope it's been as busy for you as it has been for me. What a weekend. Probably the toughest weekend that I've had since I've been involved with Don't Cross the Line for 18 years. Dear me, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, out collecting for our run for Emilie. And do you know what? It was pretty mad to start with on the Friday. Saturday, freezing, bit of rain. And Sunday, terrible. Absolutely terrible. That's today. Unreal weather. Bitterly cold, windy, raining, you name it. Yeah, I even had thick gloves on. And I bought these gloves, as I said, heated gloves. And I bought them, dear me, the worst things in the world. Heated gloves where I do not know, because my hands were frozen. And all I'd like to do over the Friday, Saturday and Sunday is thank everyone who attended the Walton and Caredale Junior Football League and everyone who attended the North Liverpool Junior Football League. You've been absolutely superstars. I can't thank you enough. As I say, bitterly cold. I need to get myself a credit card machine, because the amount of people who do not carry cash anymore, dear me, is just unbelievably high. Anyway, lovely banter with you people. I thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of myself, Team DXTL and the family as well of Emilie. You've been tremendous. Honestly, it's just been unreal. I did go for a run last night, a long run. Anyone tell me about these apps? I have these apps on my phone, and the health app and another app that's been loaded up, and I'm doing more runs. I really am doing more. You know, I'm running longer, and when I come to look at the app, I seem to be running less distance. I don't know what it is. I am not cheating myself. I'm running these distances, but I don't know. I think we just have to go on a straight road, try and work it out on the route, and then go in the car and just map out what I'm doing to run, because I need to get my distance up. It's a killer. It's killed me more because my back was actually sore today, and thankfully I bumped in to my physiotherapist who was at the football today, and I chat to him and telling me he thinks it's my posture when I'm running. And I don't know, because the other day I'd say 7.5 miles, and my posture and everything seems to be great. Maybe it's because I'm not resting too much. I'm doing it every 2 days, because that one was after every 3 days. My back played up last night. Don't know what it was. Anyway, he's going to give me a good workout, send me the date to give me a good workout yet again, because I need to get this really organised. And it hasn't helped carrying those buckets, I swear you, because I was lifting the buckets up to show people how they could fund us as well on GoFundMe page and Run for Emilie, because people just had the cards with them and no cash. And I just thank you enough. I'm lifting the bucket up, weighed heavily on my back, I assure you, because the buckets were starting to get heavy. Now next week we'll be doing a count and let you all know what we actually raised. You people are just fantastic, as I say, in hard times, Christmas on top of us, and you still manage to dig in deep and just get every penny. I can't thank you enough. The people who just donated, honestly, and I did run out of raffle tickets, because mainly when I lifted the bucket up, my raffle tickets, we're giving a free raffle away. And what we're going to do is a team full of medals. That's what we're going to, you can win your team medals, honestly. Don't Cross the Line and putting them up, because as I say, every penny goes to the charity. We're not spending anything out. So we decided to do that, and just to thank you to the people who donated. And I apologise to the people who didn't get a raffle ticket at the end. We just run out of them, and they blew out the buckets. They were all over the pitch, so someone's got 2, 3, 4, 5 raffle tickets. But hey ho, it's a free draw, and I hope you're not offended if you didn't get a raffle ticket, because you just donated anyway. You just donated to a worthy cause charity. I can't thank you enough, as I say, for the Run for Emilie. If you wanted to donate, please check out GoFundMe page, our GoFundMe page, and donate on there. Every penny helps. Now we're asking everyone to help us to raise 25,000. We know it's not £25,000 now. We know that, because every single penny gets that figure down and we can't thank it enough, because it's been honestly one really tremendous weekend, one freezing cold weekend. I haven't even had my tea yet, and I'm in the studio doing this evening's show because it's so important for you to let you know what's going on. So important for me as well to make sure that I keep it informed as to what's going on with our Run for Emilie. We want to make sure that the family's kept informed of what we're doing, and it was lovely to see, by the way, all the family of one very late Bob Pendleton, who unfortunately died last week. And Bob was grassroots football through and through. He was a friend to everyone who was involved in grassroots football. It was lovely to see Jake and the family coming out to see everyone at the Walton Caredale Junior Football League, all doing a minute's clap. It was brilliant. Well done to the kids, well done to the parents, well done to everyone who wanted this, and even the family who came to watch that and applauded each and every one of you. You may not have known who were there, but the family turned out in their droves to thank everyone in the Walton Caredale. But really, it should be the other way around. Everyone should be thanking Bob Pendleton. You've seen all the posts on Everton Football Club, all the people coming out and can't believe that Bob's gone. It's our way to thank Bob and the family, bringing Bob to us. And as I say, if Bob wrote a book, it'd start off with football and it would end in football. Just a quick story about Bob. When I used to interview him, he used to say to me, "Don't ask me this question about Wayne Rooney. Don't ask me that about Wayne. Don't ask me this about what I've been doing." So you didn't ask him. And boy, oh boy, that man talked about it non-stop. You couldn't shut him up. That was Bob Pendleton. He couldn't shut up. He wanted to talk to you about everything. He rattled off the teams he brought through, the players he brought through. That was his excitement. That was his loving of the game of grassroots football. And do you know what? I think from everyone, from the bottom of my heart, if you didn't know Bob, you would have known Bob. He was a gentleman, he was a scholar, and what he didn't know about grassroots football was second to none. And now he joins Les Pye and Jimmy Hill, his team, the three wise men, all together. I can really honestly see them sitting in heaven there, looking down on everyone in grassroots football and telling everyone what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and especially Dave Hill, Jimmy Hill's son, who's the secretary of the Walton Caredale, who's doing a brilliant job now. They'll be looking down at him saying, "You're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong." Well, honestly, those three guys together were football at its best, and they brought Walton Caredale Junior Football League through. And if it wasn't probably for them and Bob, I don't think Jeffrey Humble would have been going to this day. They were an absolute gentlemen, loved to be working with them, loved to see them alongside grassroots football, and they were grassroots football through and through. And may all of them rest in peace, because they were just the main men for grassroots football. So it was an honour to see the family there today applauding all grassroots football. It was an honour to memory of Bob, and we all will have those memories. He'll never be forgotten in the Walton Caredale Junior Football League, Jeffrey Humble indeed. And we pass on all our condolences to all the family, all the friends of Bob Pendleton, who was a gentleman and a scholar and Mr. Grassroots Football himself. He was a scout for Everton Football Club as well, and the man found Wayne Rooney. Well done, Bob. Rest in peace from every one of us at grassroots football, not just on Merseyside, but from all over the country, our supporters. Rest in peace, Bob. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for joining us tonight on this evening's show. I'm so thirsty today. I really have had a tough day, and I shouldn't be drinking water. I should be sitting by the fire, because it's absolutely Baltic here as well as being out and about on the weekend. But obviously I've committed to what I'm doing with my run, and I'm committed to everything I do about it until we raise that £25,000. And we've got great supporters out there who've been fantastic, donating, and especially in those buckets. Can't wait to put the buckets away, to be honest, and we're going to count them, and we'll let you know the figure as soon as we have them in, because you have to bag everything. You know what it's like, pennies, odd coins, we all know that, we all get them regardless when you do a bucket collection. But as I say, for the time that people took out freezing cold hands and put in the buckets, mwah, thank you from the bottom of my heart, from myself and all the family and Team DXTL indeed. Okay, we've got a preview. When I say a preview, we've been sent in some information from a chap who got in touch with me, Ian Sanderson, not so long ago, who runs Pexhill Stars Junior Football Club, newly formed in September, and he asked us permission could he use the RefSpec logo. We gave him the permission to use that logo, and he sent me pictures in a lovely pink kit, and do you know what, I thought it was absolutely tremendous of the young girls. They were absolutely superstars. I can understand why he's called them Pex Stars himself, because they were. And Pexhill, they play in Widnes, and they're formed in 1996, and they're a standard chartered club. The Liverpool Wildcats Centre, they won that, the Liverpool Wildcats of the Year, and it was in 2019 they won that, so congratulations to them on all that. They have 6 teams that play in the Warrington JFL, you may have come across them. And Ian Sanderson's team, as I say, were newly formed to get started in September. I think it was this year, I'm not too sure. Anyway, they're newly formed, and I love the kids, and I love everything about you. You've got smiley faces, and I just wish you all the very, very best of luck for the coming season, this season. And can we just take this opportunity to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for sporting our RefSpec logo on your shirt. You've had a lot of comments on there, Ian, that's what you told me, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of comments as you play along, and the girls will understand what RefSpec is all about. I'm sure you'll drum that into them, and I'm sure that those girls on the field of play will respect the referees, encourage the referees, and encourage each other while they're playing the game. So fair play to you lot out there. And also, Ian sent me a message today that have I come across Libby Graham. The name does ring a bell, but I've not come across her or met her. And he said she was a fantastic referee today. Not too sure on her age, didn't get that one by the time we recorded the show because we had to get on to other things. But well done to Libby Graham, who's been absolutely fantastic. Well, today was, and she's a fantastic referee. So keep those nominations coming in for all these referees. Keep reporting on them because we'd like to hear off you, because you know that we're going to do the RefSpec Award next season. We'll also be doing the RefSpec Awareness Weekend where everyone can get involved, and I'm sure Peck Stars will get involved with the club as well and look after our referees. And you can send in pictures of your referees, because you can nominate, you can still nominate, and there'll be a nomination form on our website, www.don'ttexttheline.com. Get in touch with us, let us know all about the referees that you come across, because we need our referees kept within the game, and especially when it's cold weather like this and they all turned out. They were absolutely frozen today, as well as the kids. We have to keep an eye on kids as well. When you're playing those games in that terrible weather, dear me, that does change grassroots football. But well done to all the mums, dads, grandparents who were all there watching today as well. Freezing cold, and as I say, we can't thank you, the people, enough. And yesterday, the managers as well, who were donating, and the pledges that are coming in for us as well for next week in grassroots football. We knew the grassroots football family would get involved and help me raise this 25,000, because we don't raise that within 16 months. It goes up to £60,000, and the operation has to be done in America because of these levels that are brought out. And Emilie turns 16 in 16 months' time, and then classed as an adult. I really don't understand that law. They're all kids. This is what we drum into here. They're still junior referees, they're still young kids. But yet, when they go to buy clothes in shops and they're in adult sizes, everyone makes a fortune on them. Explain that rule to me. You can still do the lottery at 16 as well. I don't know what's going on. You're still kids though. You really are still kids. Anyway, please, wherever you are, whatever you're playing, I think there's one more game or games we've got next week on the 12th, 13th in the North Liverpool Junior Football League, and a full fixture on Friday, Saturday and Sunday in the Walton and Kirkdale Junior Football League, providing everything goes well and all games aren't cancelled due to COVID-19. Let's mention that. The least we mention that, the better it is. It's nice for me to come out and try and mention it as less times as I possibly can on this show, because I've just had enough of it, basically, just like yourselves. I want to get back to some normality. I want to try and get back to Christmas shopping, especially for this year. I haven't done a thing at the moment. Honestly, I need to go out, and as Olivia said to me yesterday, you better hurry up, because there's nothing left in the shops. that was really music to my ears, I assure you. Well, I always do it very late, but I know people are doing it all late this year after being closed down and the shops being closed down. So I better get on with it, and I just need to find the time to get onto it, to be honest, because this run is taking over my life, and I just wish, and if you can help me raise this £25,000 so I can get some normality into my life and get on with other things, because I've got a million things going at the moment, I assure you, and I had to rush back to get this podcast done. So I hope all your teams have done well in the Premier League, hope all your teams have done well in the junior leagues, and I hope all the referees have been left alone, to be honest, because we do know there's a lot of animosity kicking back in at the moment. People need to calm down a little bit, please. Mums, dads, grandparents, irate parents and irate spectators, leave the referees alone. We're hearing a lot of reports now that there's abusive language going and verbal abuse towards our referees. We need to curb that. It was great to get football back at grassroots, and we want to keep it back, but especially we'd like to keep our referees within the game. If they're getting upset, the young referees, they're going to walk away. We can't afford that, because if they do, we know what to say. Without the referee, there is no game. So please, when you go out and watch these games, during the week, friendly games, even, well, they're all friendly at the moment. The kids are just learning, developing their skills, just like the referees. So please, make sure you give loads of applause, encouragement, fair play, and sports personship on and off the field of play, please. Okay, we're coming up to the last couple of minutes of our show. We really do hope that you have enjoyed it. We do hope that you have enjoyed your weekend. It's been a really, really cold weekend. We're moaning, we're screaming that we want grassroots back on. Unfortunately, we didn't get it on the grass. Can we get it on the grass next week? We're not sure, because that rain has been horrendous, non-stop. The weather is poor, and we got told, I heard the weather forecast, that Sunday was going to be really, really mild. I think everyone fell for that one. It wasn't. It was bitterly cold, and it still is bitterly cold. And it's raining. It's going to be freezing. It's going to get colder. We know that. Let's hope we can get the games in next week and they're not cancelled. And let's hope all the referees this time of year have raised their money to help them get their Christmas shopping and their presents in. And as I say, please leave mine with the committees. I'll pick them up next week. Just kidding, I know. And obviously there's not many cards going out this year, is there? Because many referees are probably just, I don't know, COVID-19, I keep mentioning it, don't I? I don't want to mention it, but people aren't giving cards out. But I am, because at the end of the day, it's Christmas and I want to carry on doing what I do at the end of the year. If I haven't got my presents in, I definitely want to get my cards in if I can, but I still need to write them out as well. Okay, one more drink of water, little drop of water, and then I'll get home and have my tea when I've loaded this show up, and you lot can go and enjoy yourselves as well and keep warm, please. But well done to all the kids who put on a great performance as well today. Great to see you, and I know you were cold, but some great football to be had and to be watched. Maybe next weekend I'll go easy on the buckets and I'll watch some games and some of the referees as well, because I've mixed with many of the parents today, and I hope you're all found out exactly who I am now and what we do. But it was great to share some banter with you. It was lovely, and we got everyone laughing on the touchlines as well as chipping in into our buckets. And I say a massive thank you from ourselves and the family as well. And we'll give you the figure hopefully sometime next week, and the draw result winner as well. In the meantime, thank you very much for tuning in to the Grassroots Weekender show. We're on day 3, the last day. We're out and about next week. We'll give you some more news and views. If you have news and views, simply contact us, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And please, if you go on DXTL TV, why don't you just subscribe to us? It's free. We want more and more followers. The more we get, the better it is for us, and we can put better stories out for you as well. We'll see you again next week on Friday evening at 7 p.m. From yourself, Mal Lane, all the team here, the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line and Respect campaign, we wish you a great evening. Put your feet up, relax, and please stay safe. Good night, God bless.